जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद जय प्रभुपद प्रभुपद गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव विष्णु Acharya Stutarashati Sri Srinasila Bhaicharanaranda Bhaktivedanta Swami Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki ISKCON BVD Founder Acharya His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Anantagiri Vaishnavrinda ki Namacharya Srila Das Thakur ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तबिंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की पुण्यवती धाम की पुरी धाम की अलाचो निरमणिति धाम की गंगा मैया जमुना मैया की श्रीमद् भागवतम क्लास की जय भक्ति देवी की जय तुलसी महारानी की जय निताय गौर प्रमानंदे all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga all glories to Srila Prabhupada. So today is Tuesday. We are beginning Srimad Bhagavatam class this morning in Alachua, and we are serving Srimad Bhagavatam first canto, 11th chapter. Srila Prabhupada translated the title as Lord Krishna's Entrance into Dwarka. And today's text is 20. Oh, good. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye Nasta Prayesu Abhadresu Nittam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Nata Nartaka Gandharva Sutta Magada Bandina Gayanti Cha Uttama Sloka Charitani Adbhutani Cha Nata Nartaka Gandharva Sutta Magada Bandina Gayanti Chauttama Sloka Charitani Adbhutani Cha Nata Nartaka Gandharva Sutta Magada Bandina Gayanti Cha Uttama Sloka Charitani Adbhutani Cha. Please chant. Natanataka Gandharva Sutamagata Vandina Gayanti Cha Uttama Sloka Charitani Adbhutani Cha Natanataka Gandharva Sutamagata Vandina Gayanti Cha Uttama Sloka Charitani Adbhutani Cha Natanataka Gandharva Sutamagata Vandina Gayanti Cha Uttama Sloka Charitani Adbhutani Cha. Nata, dramatist. Nartaka, dancers. Gandharva, celestial singers. Suta, professional historians. Magadha, professional genealogist. Bandinaha, professional learned speakers. Gayanti, chant. Cha, respectively. Uttama Sloka, the Supreme Lord. Charitani, activities. Adbhutani, all superhuman. Cha and. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Expert dramatists, artists, dancers, singers, historians, genealogists, and learned speakers all gave their respective contributions. Being inspired by the superhuman pastimes of the Lord, thus they proceeded on and on. So we are all familiar what is happening right now. Lord Krishna entered in Dwarka. He is not entering, he already entered. But as he is passing by his chariot, all this beautiful scenery taking place. And we're talking about Dwarka here, not in spiritual world, even though they are same and different. Just like a embassy, American embassy in Calcutta, inside the embassy, inside the wall, boundary wall, is American law, even though it's in Calcutta. I went there few times to get visa, long time back. But outside the wall is Calcutta or India. So similarly, this planet, the Holy Dham, Vrindavan or Dwarka here, it's within the material world but not part of the material world. It's just separate, like an embassy, some idea. So Lord Krishna is reciprocating with who? With eternal associate and newcomer just who graduated from through the sadhana process, became sadhan siddha, perfected like us. And we entered there to those abode, and we will be having friendship with Madhumangal, Lalita, Visakha, all the associates, Nanda Baba, Mother Jashoda. I hope we are all going to Vrindavan. I have nothing against if somebody goes to Dwarka, Mathura, because I had a dream actually one time. Anyway, I told Nagaraj Prabhu, he was there. We went like one place where big Vishnu is lying down. And I saw Pushkar Prabhu there. It's like I thought it was like a really happening somewhere, I don't know. Even the big lying Vishnu is like a feet is moving. It's like, oh. And they're all chanting. Anyway, we went to another place. I have no clue where there. We went to it, there is this, says, welcome to Dwarka, and then right side, far distance, welcome to Vrindavan. I remember I called Nagaraj Prabhu, because I was with him. And he said, wow, we are here. I said, no, we are not going there. We're going there to Vrindavan. And then I didn't book. And I was always wonder, like, what happened after that? I don't know. I wish I could see it, whether we went to Vrindavan or Dwarka. But anyway, we didn't go either one. We're just in the, split kind of. We see the welcome and the welcome there. So here we are talking about Dwarka.
Those are the kind of things that you have.
No, that's like a rare opportunity. Krishna gave by his mercy. But point was that Dwarka is not necessarily, I just came to know, not necessarily the ultimate destiny. All the people enter there. Because, anyway, I'll mention that one little story. It was very fascinating. Sanatan Goswami Pad in Dasami Tippani writes about those queens that got kidnapped after Krishna left, Arjuna failed to protect them. They came to Vrindavan, but actually what they happened, their ultimate destiny was, I'm already saying it, that they developed a strong desire to serve Radharani. So they actually entered. It was like a detour. Not a detour, but that's how it is required. So purport by Srila Prabhupada. It appears that 5,000 years ago, the society also needed the services of the dramatists, artists, dancers, singers, historians, genealogists, public speakers, etc. Dancers, singers, and dramatic artists mostly hailed from the Sudra community. It's interesting, when 89 I got married, my father-in-law at that time, Professor Vargas, he was so attached to Mozart. I don't know if you, I'm sure some of you know Mozart, opera singer, was very famous. And so he was showing me this video in his room, and I was watching. I said, why he's not recognized? He said the culture is the singer, musician are low class in Europe those days. You think it's a Vedic culture? Yes, it is also was in there. Nowadays in America is not. Whoever has money, whoever is, some way of sports, whatever, some big guy, everybody thinks he's like an ideal figure. But in Europe, even the musician, few hundred years back, Mozart time, they were considered low class, even though they are famous singers. So it's a similar thing Prabhupada said, it's very interesting. Dancers, singers, dramatic artists mostly hail from the Sudra community, whereas the learned historians, genealogists, and public speakers hail from the Brahmana community. All of them belongs to a particular caste, and they became so trained in their respective families. Such dramatists, dancers, singers, historians, genealogists, and public speakers would dwell on the subject of the Lord's superhuman activities in different ages and millenniums, and not to ordinary events. What is superhuman activities? Can somebody help me? What is superhuman mean?
Beyond human.
Little more. Even demigod, they cannot, nobody can do. So this is what Krishna is doing, something that no yogi, tapasvi, demigods, or any human being, supreme powerful human being cannot do. And those are the activities, so we focus on them. nor where they are in chronological order. All the Puranas are historical facts described only in relation with the Supreme Lord in different ages and times, as well as on different planets also. Therefore, we do not find any chronological order. The modern historians, therefore, cannot catch up the link. Thus they unauthoritatively remark that Puranas are all imaginary stories only. This is not that I never had a doubt. I also had a doubt long time back. I don't have any more those kind of doubt by the mercy of Prabhupada. But what I understood, maybe you can all help also, that the modern historian or scientist, they are giving a methodology to explain material cause, material effect, material cause for material phenomenon. So their purpose is different. But then we see here in Bhagavatam, when Parikshit Maharaj came to Sukdev Goswami, and Sukdev Goswami was asked that question, two questions, that what is the duty of a person who is about to die? What's the duty of a person who is going to die after some time? So obviously Sukdev Goswami only focus is how to bring the mind, intelligence, and of course Parikshit Maharaj to absorb in Krishna, engage intelligence, absorb mind in Krishna. Now, while he was trying to bring that, he also discussed all these things like cosmology, creation. You may think like, what is the need all this? It's required in order for our mind to absorb in Krishna, to appreciate such a genius designer, architect Krishna is. So, purpose of Sukdev Goswami was not to give a details historical like what happened, when happened, how you can find GPS with the modern. That was not his purpose. His purpose was to bring Parikshit Maharaj absorb in Krishna's lotus feet. So whatever Sukdev Goswami gave is perfect. If that is the goal, to go back home, back to Godhead by absorbing Krishna. But if the goal is to find out whether Surat is before Delhi or after Delhi or is on the way or not on the way, Bhagavatam may not help you in that. Because Bhagavatam is not, purpose of Bhagavatam was not made to scrutinize your map. So what Prabhupada said is very nice. He stressed twice. He is a modern historian, therefore cannot catch up the link. Thus they unauthoritatively remark the Puranas are all imaginary stories only. The only reason they say it because their purpose is not same as devotees' purpose. And they cannot figure and calculate like this. So when they hear this description, they think it's methodology, some mythology or something. So it's different purpose. So we need to focus what the Bhagavatam purpose is. Bhagavatam purpose is only one thing, to awaken our dormant love for God, Krishna, and go back home. That's the main purpose of Bhagavatam. The second paragraph Prabhupada writes, even 100 years ago in India, all dramatic performances were centered around the superhuman activities of the Supreme Lord. The common people would be verily entertained by the performance of dramas. The jatras, parties, played wonderfully on the superhuman activities of the Lord. Thus even the illiterate agriculturalist would be on a participant in the knowledge of Vedic literature, despite a considerable lack of academic qualifications. Therefore, expert players in drama, dancers, singers, speakers, etc. are required for the spiritual enlightenment of the common man. The genealogist would have account completely of the descendant of a particular family. Even at the present moment, the guides in the pilgrimage sites of India submit a complete account of genealogical tables before a newcomer. This wonderful act sometimes attracts more customers to receive such important information. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om ajnanatimirandasya gyenanjana salakaya chakshurunmilitam jena tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathannitam Tam Sajivam Sadhaitam Sabadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpade Gopisha Govintarata Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishavanasate Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vrindaye Tulsi Devai Priya Keshavasya Krishna Bhakti Devi Shatavati Namo Namo Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So I'm going to ask little help also. You can tell me any superhuman activity of Krishna in Dwarka or Vrindavan or anywhere. If you know, you can contribute. I'll begin with like something about like a Prabhupada mentioned about reciter, speaker, historians, dancer, singer. So this is a commentary of Sanatana Goswami Pad. I have those 15 volumes of books. At one time Radha Govinda Maharaj suggested and was wonderfully explained. I heard it's also translated now in English by Banu Maharaj. I haven't seen it, but I was told. It gives a very nice, wonderful explanation that the whole purpose of spiritual relationship, they have a etiquette, but purpose behind the etiquette, purpose behind the communication or expression through singing and all, it's a nourishment in the heart. For an example, when some of the Brahmanas, they are wonderful speaker in Dwarka or Sudharma hall, the description was given inside the Sudharma hall. Krishna goes there every day like a, it's supposed to be called as a courthouse. But in America we don't know courthouse. We think court means something do wrong and then people go there, to get judgment or something. That's also true. But the courthouse, Sudharma hall, is not exactly like this. Nanda Maharaj also has a courthouse every day, and they have a serious matter. Like for an example, Prabhupada put in Nectar of Devotion that sometimes the Brahmanas get bewildered when they are reciting the features of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And they explain the common slokas like Shuklam Varadharam Vishnu Shashivarna Chaturbhujam Prasanna Badanam Dhet Sarva Vigna Prashante. Beautiful explanation of Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has a forehand, what he does, how he protects, how he reciprocates. Then they all of a sudden they talk each other, and in the meantime Nanda Maharaj's son just passed by and they stare at him. Krishna is not just a person, he is the supreme magnetic attractor. They forget what they read. Krishna's attractiveness is stealing their heart. And then after a little time they, oh my God, we are reciting the Veda in the middle of the study. You don't fall in love with a young boy. I know we like him, but not like this. Distracting is disrespecting to the scriptures. So they have a problem, so they go to the court of Nanda Maharaj, he is the judge. So they have this kind of cases every day. But it's not exactly like a criminal case of this world. So then Nanda Maharaj, of course, he solves in a way. Then he has a fourth brother, he is the middle brother. And Upananda, the older brother, he has some kind of a awe and reverence to Krishna with a affection. It's just some word, but the feeling that he has, that he thinks Krishna is his nephew, but he's also God. I mean, he could be, no, I think he's God. He goes like this, whole day, night, he goes like a drama. He cannot decide. And the youngest brother, Sananda, he thinks, I hear about Krishna, he's my nephew. He cannot live without me. How can he be God? He's never God. No, he's my nephew. That's it. That's it. And this is the mantra he chants eternally. But he goes through all this. And every day they have this. So in Dwarka also, Sanatana Goswami Pad writes that very nicely that how this Brahmana is reciting. Then he has his son. He says, Baba, how you are reading so nicely? And I'm very attracted. Can you teach me more? He said, you're already learning. Just go slowly. But I see you have a tears. What's going on? You have to tell me. You cannot just stop, wiping, seeing me. No, you have to tell me. He said, because I'm reading this very nice, but I also see the Lord sitting there and he's listening. But he's so beautiful, so attractive. Sometimes his glance, I cannot stop. I cry because I want to go there and just worship him and do all these things, but I have to also recite. Not that they are peaceful. I mean, materially they may look like, but spiritually they are what he calls supreme excellence. They are drowned into ecstasy. And in Nectar of Devotion, Prabhupada said you can be in three places in the ocean of bhakti. Either you can drown, you can put yourself, or you can swim, or you can dive. That's how Prabhupada put it. So we can think like which one we like to do, or you can do all three. It was very nice. So then this Brahmana boy, he said, no Baba, what is that you're feeling so attracted to him? I want to hear, I want to see, I want to see. He said, you are a little young boy, you don't understand right now. When you grow up, you will see that feeling. It will come. No, I want now. So, shh, this is not the proper place. I'll tell you later. I said, no, I want to cry for him. I want to cry for him. So then he embraced him, and then it kind of like a bhavo transmit. And guess who that boy is? It's Krishna, another Krishna. But he comes as a boy, but he never reveals that he is Krishna. He wants also his own beauty. He's crazy to look at his own beauty. But he wants to taste it from those devotees how they are tasting it. So this kind of reciter is there, the dancer is there, singer is there. Krishna reciprocating. Of course, in Dwarka here, you have a kind of like a new batch with the mature batch mixing. So there will be a lot of, what's the word, adjustment or something like that. A lot of adjustment will take place. Because like for an example, I give you a good example. Srimati Radharani was not well known amongst all the girls until that incident took place. So they were all betrothed. Similar things happen in Dwarka. All the girls during the Aghasura Badh, what happened to, everybody remembers, what happened to the coward boys? Brahmaji stole. Yeah? After Aghasura, the Brahmaji stole all the cows. Brahmaji came, Brahmaji first of all, he was looking from up. You know, there is a place called Antariksha. Antariksha means between the two planets. It's kind of like, I don't know, like somewhere in between two planets. The demigods, they look through that two planets in between, and they shower flower and they do all this glorification. So that when they were glorifying, anytime anybody glorifies in this planet, it reaches to Brahmaji. Now Brahmapuri and Brahmaloka are not same. We have to remember this, otherwise you cannot reconcile the pastimes. Because how is possible he stole the boys and the calves and then he went to his planet? No, he didn't go to planet, but it says Brahmapuri. Brahmapuri is the middle planetary system, Bhumandala, is divided into 7 islands. It's in the 5th canto, 15, 16, 17 chapter, vividly explained. Then one of the 7 islands has a 9 division. And one of the division is this planet. So you know where you are. And this is the only planet, according to 16th chapter, 5th canto, Karma Mayam. Everybody buy ticket. No other planet you can buy ticket. This is my way of translation. It's not, Prabhupada didn't say buy ticket. He said this is the only place everybody does karma. Karma means you earn to go somewhere else. So that's why everybody has to be very careful and do as best as possible in this planet. If you really, you are the decision maker. You are creating your own future while you are in this life right now. What you are going to see in future, you creating right now. But in heaven, they are not creating their future. They are going to exhaust their credit and they will come back to this world. But here, we are not exhausting our, there is no plus and minus. You are creating right now your future. You are the creator of your own fortune. If you want to go to Golok Vrindavan, you have to spend time on Golok Vrindavan and the process and Prabhupada and the merciful association of devotees. And if you don't want, you want to go somewhere else, whatever you're thinking, it will take you there. It's not a question of what they call automatic. You know, I chanted for 5 years. I guess at the moment of death something will happen. It's a good idea, but Shastra does not exactly say that. I was talking to you other day that why that idea comes that when Mataji said to Prabhupada that she told to her mother, chant mother Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. She said it's too many words, and she died. So it's not automatic. And there is a big cartoon, right? We all like that cartoon. Chant, 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 and what's the cartoon say? Can. So it's not automatic. Devotional path is not automatic. It is intentional. Intentional means commitment, effort. Both. We have to make a commitment and we have to endeavor for it. It's a good idea to think like, my guru gave me Japamala and I throw all those stuff, sesame seed and other in the fire, and 4 regulative principle and chanting 60 nouns. And I did for a while, but I guess I'm a little tired now. I may not be able to do all these things, but something will happen at the moment of death and he'll just unplug or something, and then I'll be like in spiritual world. Well, Shastra does not exactly say it that way. Bhagavad Gita does not say that. Krishna gave an option, isn't it? Krishna says, what is that? Mayeva mana adhasta mai buddhi niveshaya. You have to fix your intelligence in me and absorb your mind in me. And this way, when you are completely engaged in me, you live with me. That's the first verse, 12.8. But who is going to do it? How many can do it? So that's our called perfected devotee. But then Krishna is very kind. Next verse he says, if you cannot do this, then do some practice. Abhasa yogena kunte Ichcha aptum dhananjaya. Ichcha aptum. That if you do practice every day, then you'll develop an idea to get me, to come to me. So that sounds like in me. We are trying to develop that strong desire, greed to go to him. And that was his merciful. And even if you cannot do it, then the next one, you do some Krishna karma. If you cannot do that, then do some sacrifice, something. And Prabhupada is so merciful. That is the only purport I found in Bhagavad Gita. Maybe Mother Narayani has more purport, because she is like scrutinized so many purports, so wonderful. But that purport Prabhupada engaged as if like those American soldiers sacrificed their life for the war. I see them, Prabhupada, like putting those also considered like a stepping, coming forward to ultimately Krishna consciousness. You do any sacrifice for anything in life, that is also Krishna gave as a last option. Means do something to come closer. Wherever you are, we should encourage everybody, wherever they are, to come eventually closer to Krishna. That is the purpose. So Prabhupada gave a perfect purport, I would say. But I could not imagine from that verse, I could not even think like that. But Prabhupada, out of mercy. Oh, Krishna, it's already 8:48. So this is how in Dwarka, the Sadhana Siddha devotees with the Nitya Siddha, they are blending in. Just like Sadhana Siddha gopis blended in with Nitya Siddha, and because of the time I won't tell the story, but I'll tell the conclusion of the story. Srimati Radharani gave a beautiful, bold speech. How much Jogamaya covered herself, that she is actually only internal potency of Krishna. She is thinking she's just like an ordinary girl. So she gave a beautiful speech. She said that I will never go and see another man's face if I cannot see the face of Nanda Baba, Maharaj's son. Life has no other purpose. So we will go into this Kalia lake, where 8 square mile, and then we will just give up our life. So as she was going, down in the lake, with all these millions and billions, everybody came, and they were like introducing themselves. Oh, who are you? Why you are here? But then they see the tears crying each other. Oh, we know why you are here. So they already understood. Because tomorrow is the day everybody has to face the reality of going to their future husband house. And today is the last day. And they all decided some or other, they don't want to ever see anybody's face except Nanda Maharaj's son. And there's a whole episode explains how they actually fell in love. And was wonderful when Krishna was playing on the hood of the Kaliya, how each Brajavashi saw him in difference. Nanda Maharaj, Mother Jashoda, they are about to jump in the lake to rescue him. But of course, I like Raghunath Das Goswami's Vilas Kusumanjali, I believe 64 sloka. He says that you should see the pastimes of Vrindavan through the eye of a Mother Rohini or Balaram. Then you can reconcile. So in Kaliya's story, Balaram comes and he extends his hand in front of Nanda Baba and Mother Jashoda. They are about to jump in the lake, It's not a question of they want to rescue their son, but Balaram is smiling. In danger, if the leader of the house is smiling, how do you feel? You feel like maybe it's not really danger. Maybe I'm thinking. Balaram is kind of considered like a leader of Krishna, because wherever Krishna goes, Balaram in the front with a stick. And Mother Jashoda tells him every day, make sure he does not go anywhere unless you are guiding him. Yes, Maya, yes, Maya. So Balaram has a kind of established his position. I will take care of Krishna. So he is smiling, and then Mother Jashoda is thinking, Krishna is in danger, but he is smiling. What does that mean? Then Balaram speaks. This is just a puny little snake. Big snake he killed. What is this big deal? Don't worry, he will be back, he is safe. So because Balaram speaking such encouraging word, so they hesitate, kind of like they want to do it. They want to jump in the Kaliya poisonous lake, but they can't because Balaram is smiling and talking. So anyhow, after that, but all those girls, they were not thinking is poisonous Krishna going to. They are like, wow, what an artistic dancer. Look at his muscle. Look at his beautiful leg. Look at his arm. And when Krishna is jumping from one hood to another hood, it was like a very twisting, better than Bharatanatyam or whatever dance you can see. There's all the dance posture Krishna was displaying. Actually, those girls was betrothed just before that, and they just instantly fell in love with him more. They started like missing him. And the whole explanation in Ananda Vrindavan Champu also explained, Kobi Karnapur, that how beautifully this is called Purvarag. Purvarag means before you completely give your life to someone, you started developing a strong attachment, and then the attachment causes you feeling separation. So that's called Purvarag. So Purvarag developed there. So like that. So Srimati Radharani, on this day, she gave a beautiful speech. The speech was so good that everybody's thinking, wow, this girl has the most attractive way of explaining about Nanda Maharaj's son. We want to hang around with her. That's how Lalita Vishakha all they got together. They decided, we don't want to approach Krishna separately. We want to stay with her because her love is more than ours. It's like, and then of course Acharyas give so much explanation. Like, just imagine if you have a bad luck for 1 year, you will have no car. But if Radhikesh Prabhu has a good luck, he will have 10 cars. Now if you hang around with him, even though you have a bad luck for no car, you can use his car, your problem is over. So that the girls are thinking, whatever misfortune we have, we cannot meet him easily, but this girl has so much love, Krishna will be subdued by her love. So if we hang around with her, we are going to always meet Krishna. So there's a whole explanation. I'm just trying to squeeze the little tips here there. So then, of course, Yogamaya appeared. As they are about, the water of the Kaliya was going up to the neck, the Yogamaya immediately appeared. She said, "You foolish young girls, why are you doing such things? They are about to commit suicide." Then she said, no, don't do this silly things. You know who I am? I'm a Purnamashi. Everybody knows Purnamashi. Tapaswini, Yogini, she has all this title. Everybody knows. She knows everything, past, present and future. Whatever she decides, authorities in Vrindavan, elderly grown up, they obey her order. She said, "I give you guarantee, you will never meet another person as your beloved. I give you guarantee, you will be always with Nanda Maharaj's son. He is the only object." All of a sudden, their depression is disappeared. They're like all of a sudden, they started like smiling like a lotus, in the water. And then, not only this, as she said, look at who is here. Jamuna Devi just appeared. Because Jamuna is connected with Kaliya, it's like a lady. Jamuna Devi appeared, and they never saw Jamuna Devi like this. Jamuna Devi says, "I guarantee, I will make so many pastimes that you all can meet Nanda Maharaj's son as your only object of love. Nothing else." Then, of course, Brinda Devi appeared, and it goes on, their conversation. Then everybody is very happy. They are happy to go back tomorrow. Not that going back to the husband, but they know they have an assurance. So something like this, all these new gopis, Sadhan Siddha gopis that entered into this day, and with the association of the Nitya Siddhas, they got Krishna forever. What about their husband? They say, "Maya kalpita tadrika stri shilanena anusuyavi na jatu bhaja devinam patibi saha sangama." They never associated with their husband. Patibi naha sangama. Never. And even they saw another girl there, their duplication, but not those girls ever associated. So similar thing happening in Dwarka, that Sadhan Siddha and the Nitya Siddha, they are, you may say like, why are you talking so much about Vrindavan, why not Dwarka? Because some of our Acharya, like Karnapur, they don't want to talk anything about Dwarka. So they write books about Vrindavan, how it is happening. So what can we do? We follow them. So they give more details about how Vrindavan, everything taking place. You follow? So that's why we are more aware of Vrindavan, how this is happening. We have this Sadhak Deha. Sadhak Deha, then next birth you get also another Sadhak Deha, but that Sadhak Deha is completely spiritualized. But it is not Siddha Deha, like Satchidananda of spiritual world, because I was very much not completely convinced, but I got enough that I'm convinced. Then what happened? So that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes, when middle of the night, while each gopi, they are Sadhan Siddha gopi, they are serving their in-laws, or they are serving their husband, or they're breastfeeding, or they're cooking, whatever, and the flute sound came. There is a beautiful explanation given. There is a Nitya Siddha body. Those girls saw themselves, all of a sudden they got a new body. And there is another girl, duplicate. Maya Kalpita, Tadrika Stri. Kalpita means it's a duplication made. And from that day on, they got their eternal Satchidananda body, that will meet Krishna, and there is no obstacle of anything of this world. And I'm sure all the devotees are looking forward to get that. When Krishna accepts, even in 3rd canto, I believe 29 chapter 26 verse, or 26 chapter 29 verse, end of the purport, Prabhupada writes, once Krishna accepts you From that point, no more material, any connection. So there is a clue is given, many like that. So I'll stop here. If any reflection or contribution, yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, you commented on Prabhupada's use of the word superhuman.
Mm.
And you asked for some examples in
Yes.
Dwarka and Vrindavan.
Mm.
So Vrindavan, there's two that Prabhupada mentions a lot. One is Putana, that Krishna was only a few days or a few weeks old, but yet he killed the
Few
big-
weeks, no, 7 days.
Yes, few days. So
It's very specific, yeah.
yeah, so it's a baby only a few days old. She kills this big 8-mile size demon. I don't know how long she
No,
was.
12 months.
12 miles.
Yeah.
I underestimated Krishna's
She
ability.
fell in the garden of Kamsa. Kamsa Maharaj, he was a good enjoyer. You know, he's from Bhojo dynasty. There's a 5 dynasty that merges there. He's a Bhojo dynasty. He's a Bhojopate, Mrittu Bhojopate, the leader of Bhojo dynasty. He used to have a breakfast from a particular garden in Vrindavan. And that garden is ruined by Putana's body. That garden was 14 miles and her body was 12 miles. I mean, I cannot imagine it, just some 12 miles lady's body, Mataji's body, I don't know, it's how big.
It's like here all the way to Gainesville.
Huh?
Like from here all the way to Gainesville.
Yeah, it ruined the whole, I don't know if Kamsa got breakfast or not, I never heard it. But his breakfast garden was ruined by Putana's body. That's how it's said. Okay? That's very true. That's a superhuman.
And the other one that Prabhupada uses is that when he was only 7 years old, he lifted Govardhan Hill. And he said he did not have to practice lifting weights to get stronger and stronger.
This is very nice. Because all the 8 mystic siddhi, how many mystic siddhi in Bhagavatam explained? 8 mystic siddhi, originally always with Krishna. This is one of the Logima. Logima means lighter. That even though he picked up 28 miles, but it was so light he didn't even feel. One time it was shaking, and Prabhupada gives in Nectar of Devotion that Balaram thought looking at anyway. So that's true. This 8 mystic siddhi. Then we have a 96 mystic siddhi also here. That is not originally in Krishna. That's created by his energy, Maya. Bala, Maya Danav's son, he did it. Then there is a 23 mystic siddhi. We are making a chart one time, all these mystic siddhis. But origin is all 8 coming from Krishna. He has all the time those 8 mystic siddhi in him. Heavier than heaviest. Which one is that? Which lila is that?
Heavier than the heaviest?
Yeah, Trina Bharta. Very good. Very good. Okay. Any other?
Someone can say the Dwarka superhuman activities.
In Dwarka, superhuman activities.
Yes.
I think for Dwarka, Prabhupada mentions about when Narada Muni goes to different palaces and sees each queen, Krishna is relating with each one differently.
Little more? Little more. You have to give like a...
I will let you do that. I'll just do this part where that's what I'm made me think about.
It was in a different zone. Somewhere, one queen with Krishna in a morning duty, he just woke up and he does meditation. And Prabhupada is very specific. He said, Krishna meditate on himself, but we should not do that. Imagine you meditate on yourself. Wow. That's very funny. But we should do the meditation on Krishna.
Prabhupada has to make that clear.
I'm glad Prabhupada made it clear, otherwise probably some devotee would think, oh, Krishna meditated on himself, so maybe we should. Prabhupada is merciful. Maybe he knew that we may do mistake. Of course, that's nice. Also something more in that, in Dwaraka Lila, that as Mother Madhumati mentioned, that Krishna was reciprocating with each queen in a particular mood, not a duplication. You know, like, I mean, I don't want to say something that negative. Like, if you are with your wife or you with your husband, you may have a similar pattern every day. Oh, how are you? Hare Krishna, good morning, you know, say the same thing. But no, Krishna has a variety. Every day new. Nava dhamni. Never, Mother Rukmini never heard. You may hear like Rukmini Devi is massaging. You know how their electricity work? So they have a light. They have a different pillar in the bedroom. So Rukmini Devi thinks, Krishna is so beautiful. I wish I could see his sleeping, like he's falling asleep. That face, all of a sudden the light right there, the beautiful light started blooming. It goes by the mind of the queen. This is like, this is what actually I'm sure the materialist would be fascinated. She thinks, oh, he's falling asleep. No, I should not disturb. Then the light goes down. Make it like a sleepy. The music, there's a sleeping music. Kind of like a lullaby song or type of thing. That the music song, as Mother Rukmini is thinking, it collaborates exactly what way she wants Krishna to rest. Perfect. You don't have to do any adjustment. Everything is by the mind of those advanced devotees, like Mother Rukmini. So, yeah, Dwarka is very special. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhupada says that in the material world, there's some big Muslim person, he had 200 or 300 wives.
No, 160.
160 only?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember that past.
That's not so many then. But anyway.
No, not 300. I mean, I never heard that. One time I was crazy, I was listening all Prabhupada's lecture just to see. But I forgot all this. But
he said that
160.
each one just had like a little house, a little tiny house. But he would only get to see them maybe once or twice a year.
Yeah.
But
if you look at 365 days, 165 wives,
Yes.
how many?
2 times a year. That's
2 times a year. And make sure they are in a good mood, so you reciprocate. It's like no, Krishna is not like that. That's a very good point, yes. That's a very good point. Nobody can duplicate that. You know, Mandata's, Sobari Muni married Mandata's daughters, 50 daughters. But it's funny, whatever the main Sobari Muni does as a prince, as a king, or whatever, the handsome prince, it duplicates every house, is the same thing. If he's going to lie down, every house he is lying down. I was like, that's a little boring. How do you collaborate? So individuality is not really nourished, I would say. Some wife may think like, well, this is not a time for him to rest. Why is resting? Because the main one is resting, all has to rest. So this is called duplication. Nobody can duplicate Krishna. That's good. Any other or we stop? Yeah? Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gautramanande Hari.
Hari 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 Bol.
Oh, I'm going to see there is something here.